Welcome back to Animal House Calls on CP24 and on Animal Planet. Mindy Tannenbaum, DNA My Dog is the name of your organization. Hello, hello. Let's talk about what you do and why.
Okay. Well, we're called DNA My Dog, and we do DNA breed testing to learn every breed in a dog. So if you have a dog and you're not sure what the breeds are, we give you a simple cheek swab test DNA kit, and then you send us a cheek swab and we report back every breed in your dog.
And we've got Roxy there with Brenda
Yes.
from Oakville Humane Society. So you tested Roxy. Roxy is up for adoption, and at first blush, you know, it kind of looks like, what do you think she has in her? And this is before you actually did the testing, Mindy.
Before I did the test, I was really happy when Brenda sent us her photo because she's perfect. I mean, she could be anything. And she actually looks a little bit different in real life than in the photo, but when I saw her photo, I thought maybe some Bernese Mountain Dog, Shepherd, and even some American Staffordshire Terrier.
So you did the test, there was a little cheek swab, and the
Yes.
testing was done. Where is the testing actually conducted, Mindy?
It's done in Toronto at our office, which is in the Beaches area at Kingston Road and Victoria Park. We have a lab there.
And how accurate is it?
Our test is really accurate. It's 99.997% accurate, depending on the type of sample that you give us and making sure that there's no contamination. We will give you back really good results.
How far back can you go? You know, if you're talking about lineage in a way, or the interference of different breeds as time passed to get to the point where Roxy is at. How far back can you go?
So we go, whatever's in there, we're going to report 100% of the DNA. So if there's like a tiny little bit of something from a great-great-great-grandparent, we'll report it. What happens over time is the breeds tend to get watered down as the dogs are mating. So generally, we do see some dogs with 6, 7, 8, even 9 breeds, but that, you know, so it does report everything in there. But over time, it's usually, you know, the last few breeds that are left in the dog as they get weeded out over generations.
All right, Mindy, we're going to ask our wonderful cameraman to point down at Roxy as we ask you to reveal what the DNA test told you about Roxy's lineage.
Okay, well, the big reveal, which Brenda doesn't know yet, is she is 50% German Shepherd, 37% Rottweiler, and 13% Boxer. So the Boxer's coming from way, way, way back. So she's half Rottweiler, half German Shepherd, and then a lot of Rottweiler and a tiny bit of Boxer.
A little bit of Boxer too.
Which I think explains her brindle coat, actually. She's got a little brindling. But
Love
Got a little
that.
Boxer bounce too.
Yeah.
I think that's terrific. So now, Brenda and Mindy, when Roxy has potential guardians coming to look at her at the shelter, they'll know a little bit more. And, you know, some people love some of the breeds that you've mentioned. Others with maybe young children might say, well, maybe if there's a bit of Rottie in her, may not be the best fit for us. So at least they have a much better idea of what the perfect fit will be.
Yes, I think it's excellent. It'll help us to find her the perfect family. We're really excited. Yeah.
We find that a lot of shelters who have dogs that have been with them for a while, or have dogs that look a little bit complicated to figure out what they are, have a really high adoption rate when they DNA test them, because then people know exactly what they're getting. So,
and you can do your homework. You can then Google the breed, see what it's all about or what they're all about. And so say it again one more time, what Roxy is, and Roxy is up for adoption and would make a wonderful, wonderful addition to any home through Oakville Humane Society.
so she is a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix with a little bit of Boxer in her.
Beautiful. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you.
By the
Thank
way,
you, Mindy.
Before we say toodles to you three, we have a DNA kit that we're going to give away. Thanks so much for that. And it's one lucky caller tonight will receive that DNA kit for your dog.
Thank you.
Dr. Michael Belovich joins us live right now. And why should someone know what breed is within, you know, a mixed breed, if you will?
Well, I think there's two big reasons to know why. One is, if you understand the breeds, you're going to have a better understanding of the behavior and what to expect from your dog. Different breeds are going to have different breed characteristics, and it's the same reason if you're going to plan to get any dog, you should understand what the breeds are like, what the breed characteristics are going to be like, and that's going to give you a better idea of how much energy the dog's going to have, what you know, how they're going to behave, and how they're going to fit into your family. And also, you know, if the animal gets sick or if there's issues, it's going to help your veterinarian to know where to focus the testing and the health care, because certain breeds have certain health issues that are predominant in the breeds. And if you know what breeds are the common ones, then you're going to focus on those health issues first and not on things that are really obscure in those breeds.
I think it makes perfect sense. And is it something that you might recommend if somebody was thinking of adopting? You know, sometimes animals are found as strays or they're just dumped somewhere, which is so terrible. But they find their way into shelters and rescues, but not a lot is known about the dog. So obviously a great veterinary screening, but also DNA testing. Is it something that you might recommend if it is a rescue situation and you don't know a lot about the dog?
I think it's great to know. The more you know about your dog, the more you understand about your dog, the better you're going to have with your relationship with your dog.
What about cats? Is there DNA testing for kitties, or is it the same? I mean, there's so many different breeds mixed into dogs, but is there that kind of challenge with kitties?
I don't think as of yet there's that kind of a challenge with kitties, but you know, having DNA testing for cats is not a bad thing either, because there's more and more health problems that we're identifying in cats as well that are genetic or breed predisposed.
Love your opinion. Thanks, Dr. Belovich. Let's go to the